Hey guys, we made it to seminary this morning. We got here a little bit late. We got here like at 6, I want to say 6:10. I overslept. I turned off the alarm because I was so tired. I was struggling last night to go to sleep. We didn't go to sleep till about 12, but we had taken a nap after we had gotten back from, well, not right after we got back from the hospital, because my sister ended up coming over, and I was able to see my nieces and my nephew, and she brought over some dinner for us, and then yeah, we went to bed for a little while, so we took a nap, and then time just went by super fast. I was talking to a sister. Then I went to go talk to my husband and my kids. By the time you knew it, it was already going to be 12 o'clock, and I was so tired. And I was like, guys, we got to go to sleep. Like, we got to get up in the morning, and we're tired. And my son was like, we shouldn't go tomorrow, Mom. We should just stay home. But I was like, no, I don't want to mess the routine up. So let's just go. And so I woke up this morning. But like I said, the alarm went off at 5:30. We live close by, so it went off at 5:30, but I turned it off and I knocked out for like another 15 minutes. So I got up at 5:45, and I just went to go turn on the kids' lights, and I was like, come on, let's go. We got to go. Figured they were going to get up right away, but I think it took them a little bit. And so then I just said a prayer, and I asked the Lord to please let me have a good morning, and to please help the kids have fun today in seminary, and just like, not be in any bad moods or anything. So they weren't. They were both happy. My daughter was kind of struggling to kind of find something to wear, but she ended up getting in the car, and I just picked my battles. I didn't get upset about anything or trying to rush or anything. I took my time. We talked, we joked, we laughed. We got here, wasn't really worried about the time. I was just like, oh, we're here. And so I told them to walk in, and they did. They're almost out. I want to thank everybody who's been saying prayers for hubby, and for messaging me privately, and for messaging me just on the comment section, telling me that you guys are praying for hubby, and I appreciate it. You guys appreciate it. I know you guys know that hubby's diabetic, and that, for the most part, he's been doing good for a while. All of a sudden, he just started having this high blood pressure issue, and the numbiness. It started when we got sick, and I'm not really sure if it was COVID or not, guys, but we were sick about like 3 weeks ago. We weren't doing the very best, but we were kind of recovering, and we went to the park in McAllen. And that's when he first noticed that he started telling me, babe, I'm starting to feel a little bit of numbness right here. I feel it on the side of my face. And he was feeling it on his arm and his hand. So that's the first time he complained about any numbness to me. But I was kind of like, well, that's weird. But he does suffer with neuropathy. And neuropathy could, it could go to the hands and, other parts. And so because of his diabetes and neuropathy, I was kind of like, but he didn't complain that much about it again right away. And then he complained about it again. He was sitting on the bed, and he was just like going like this, and he was like complaining about feeling numbness in his arm again. And I'm like, why? I wonder why that's happening. And I'm like, but where exactly? And so he had been complaining, and it does worry me, but I knew he didn't have high blood pressure, and but it couldn't be a stroke, right? Well, now it's like he's been complaining about the rapid heart rate, the little bit lost, like he has a hard time breathing. I honestly think it's just stress that he's going through. But it could also be the neuropathy. Everything came out within normal range. I looked at the paperwork that they gave him from the Edinburgh Hospital. They attended him so quickly. They just asked a few questions and they took him in right away. They did all the labs. They did an x-ray. Everything came out within normal range. They just told him that he does need to start taking blood pressure medication and that it could be because of the neuropathy for the numbness. So I'm going to go and try to take him today to see his primary doctor, which he hasn't seen in a long time. He's just been working, guys. And I think it's just, he's exhausted because of all the overtime. He's been trying to pull overtime and stuff to try to make ends meet. And I just think that's what's stressing him out. He does a lot also at church and stuff. And so we just need to do some adjustments. He tries to like take us out after work also, to the gym or like, to activities or like just things that we need to do, go grocery shopping or whatever it is that we need to do. We automatically do it as soon as he gets home because he's the one that takes the vehicle. And so it's kind of like, it's just been really like stressful lately and just starting a new routine and him traveling to Mission to go work. He wakes up 2 hours early to go to work and fighting traffic to get there and then having to come home 5 o'clock, rush hour and just trying to get home and then getting to church sometimes to do certain things or trying to, it's just been a lot of stuff. It's just been really like a lot of stress, but we're going to have to do some adjustments because I don't want him driving on his own. Because he's like a little time bomb right now on me with the high blood pressure and his diabetes. And he had been fine, like I said, for a little while, but now he's starting to get that way again. So I got to get back on him. And it was just easier when he worked from home for me to watch him, watch what he was eating, watch what he was doing. And now it's like I am constantly having to pray that the Lord watches out for him while he's out there trying to provide and everything, and it's just no. And people are getting sick left and right with COVID, and then he could be bringing it home, or the kids bring it home, and then I have a big problem at home, and it's just no. And winter's going to be coming soon, the fall and the winter, and all the sickness starts showing up at our door, and I can't have that at home. So the less exposure he has out there to all that stuff, the better. So we're really looking for work from home for him. It's just better for him. And it is what it is. So we just have to adjust again. And hopefully, we're able to navigate through this new challenge. Like if I need any more challenges. But I'm trying to keep my positivity and I'm trying to keep the faith, and I just ask for the Lord to move these mountains in front of me, and I trust him and I know he's going to help me, and so I am just trying to keep my head above water. But I do vent from time to time and saying how much stress I have, but people are really never going to know until they're actually going through it. So but I'm grateful for those who still allow me to vent or come to our aid. And I just appreciate all the prayers, and I appreciate you guys, inquiring about hubby's health. And yeah, we're just trying our best, guys. We're trying to just do the things that we need to do and try to make the best decisions. And today he's going to stay home from work and just rest. I really don't care about anything. I trust that the Lord will help provide, and that we'll just get through it, and we'll just try to figure it out. But that is just another medication I have to deal with him taking, and unfortunately everything is super high still. Some things have gone down, but a lot of things are still super high. And when we got this apartment where we were at, he was making more, and now he's making like half, almost. Hold on, 16, almost half less. So it's a little bit harder, to keep up with paying rent here and stuff. And as much as I want to move, there just hasn't been a good opportunity to move. And unfortunately, here in the Valley, they don't pay the best, guys. They don't pay the best. So I don't know. I'm kind of struggling. Here, trying to want to stay here in the Valley. I want to try something new. But I'm super grateful that we did stay. Because I've been able to make the beautiful friendships, and we've been able to do so many amazing things here at church and stuff. But if we don't find something better, I'm leaning towards trying something different, and maybe trying to move to San Antonio or something, because the pay is not great here. And as much as he looks, and it's not working out. They want to pay really little for the amount of work he does, and he just has so much experience in customer service that he should be getting paid more. And I just feel that it's not enough. It's not enough to make ends meet. And I have my kids homeschooled, and I tried the whole trying to put them in school, and trying that route, and they're not having it. There's so many things going on in the schools that I don't agree with either. So it's just kind of hard. If he could just start working from home, so I can watch him, make sure he's eating properly, because they do feed him pretty good sometimes in the morning with the breakfast. And I'm not trying to complain, because they're being nice by providing breakfast for them and bringing them sweets and bringing them stuff. I know that's also, he gets tempted and he wants to eat those things, and I can't watch him. I can't see what he's eating, and I just have more control over him when he's home, to watch what he's doing, watch what he's eating, just take care of him. And I just feel out of control. But he wanted to try it. He did it. And now it's just like, dude, it's not working. It's not working. So anyway, but he's home. He was going to rest a little bit. He said he was going to stay up. I told him if he wanted to come with me, so I didn't have to worry, but he decided to stay home. So we're almost done here anyway. The kids should be coming out of seminary right now. And I think it serves us to come out and for me to actually get a little bit of time by myself in the car and do my calling and see the sunrise and just, try to figure out what I'm going to do for the day. But yeah, that's where we're at. We're going to see what happens. I'm going to try to take him to the doctor today, see if that doctor's even in his network with his insurance. Go pick up his meds at the pharmacy. Hopefully it's not a lot that we have to pay. It's the first time I'm actually taking him with the Ambetter insurance. I haven't used it. I've been paying for it for more than a year, I think, and I haven't even used it. So I'm going to try, and hopefully this doctor is in network and I don't have to change doctors. And if not, we might have to go to his old doctor and see. I really don't want to go back to the old doctor, but I know he does receive this insurance because my brother goes to that doctor. And so I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But trying to start our day off right with bringing the kids to seminary. So they're taking a little bit of time. I'm surprised. They usually walk out at 6:50. Some of the kids are starting to walk out, but my kids are still there. So we'll see. Hopefully they had a good time. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for all the prayers, and I appreciate it. I really need them right now. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon, guys. Thank you. Bye, guys.